The relationship between Hollie Williams and her mother was a unique and impactful one. They shared memories, hiking, and laying out by the pool. Now that may sound like any other close mother-daughter relationship, but the difference was that Hollie's mom was dealing with stage 4 cancer.
So growing up, I've always dealt with my mom having cancer. She got diagnosed when I was in 5th grade. But you would never know it with her and our family. She came home every day from work, and she still continued to cook supper and help my brothers and I with our homework, and you would never knew it. So she battled with cancer growing up until I went to college. And when she was diagnosed, she had stage 4. She went to multiple doctors, and they didn't know that she had cancer until it was time for her to have surgery. So we actually beat cancer the first time, and she was in remission for, I think, 2 years maybe. And then we came back, and they told us that the type of cancer she had, it was something that she was going to be dealing with the rest of her life, that she would have to always go to chemo every Friday. But that she just took that in as, okay, this is just something I'm going to have to do. This is just something I'm going to have to put in with my family. And it just came part of our daily lives. I never went about life thinking my mom has cancer. It never refrained me from doing anything. It never refrained my brothers from doing anything. If you saw her, she still was so happy and worked just as hard. And she's a big reason why I decided to come to West Georgia.
While Hollie was away at college, her mom's condition started to deteriorate, and Hollie returned home to be with her family.
And I remember my dad calling me, telling me, you have to come home. Your mom, is not doing too well. She's in ICU. So it never really hit me. I just was like, okay, well, I'm coming home. And I can even remember her being in the ICU. She could still talk and stuff. She was fine. She was making jokes with me. She was asking me how my grades were. And so even through that, she taught me that no matter what is going on in your life, you can overcome it. It's mind over matter, no matter what. So about a week later, she unfortunately passed away. And I had to come back to West Georgia about 2 weeks after she passed away. I couldn't get behind in classes. I had a job up here. But I struggled very, very hard when I came back up here. I wasn't going to class. I just was struggling with some of the addictions I was going through. I wasn't depending on any friends. And so my world kind of shattered for a little bit.
Seeing how strong she was, overcoming it all and everything, and when she passed, I know Hollie got kind of super, I can't imagine losing a mom, but Hollie did take it kind of hard in the beginning, that she wanted to move home with her dad. And when she came back, I've seen how her mom is her inspiration, and she overcomes so much because she was doing everything for her mom. I've seen her change her major to education, doing it for her mom, because her mom was an elementary teacher, and now she, with that being her inspiration, I've seen her overcome a lot and even make Dean's List. When in freshman year, I remember her struggling with math, and first semester she was on, after her first semester she got put on grades, and I've seen how much she overcome, and I'm very, very proud of her.
Even though the death of her mother devastated Hollie, she has continued to grow and develop into the wonderful woman that her mother inspired her to be.
I started thinking, my mom, she wouldn't want me to be this way. She would want me to overcome this. And so I really started to depend on my sorority. I was in a sorority. I went to them for a lot of things. I found a lot of good friends. I started going to class. I started getting really involved in school. So now this will be the 3rd semester I have made Dean's List. I'm about to study abroad in Belize. I'm a pack leader at University of West Georgia. I work 3 jobs, and I have this cute little pup here. So everything's going good.